Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna be probably doing a shorter session. Definitely shorter than last week's log.
Yep.
So,
The 3-hour plus session, it was like 3.5 hours or 4 hours.
I thought it was
forget.
like 5.
I would
4
fucking
hours.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 4 hours.
Uh,
But yeah, it was something.
Not the longest session I've done, but it's up there.
yeah, I had like a 7-hour session before. That was pretty fun.
Longest I've done was 6 hours. It went till 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
When you don't like yourself.
It technically was longer than 6 because we took a break, but then it was
Yeah,
not a
it's fine.
continuous session.
8 hours, I'm pretty sure.
Mine was
Yeah.
a solo campaign, so it's like it's just us. We're literally both of us have the day off. Who fucking cares? Let's just fuck around. Let's make shit up.
Yep. Right. So hopefully this will be well, 20 minutes in and out adventure as the 3 idiots, I mean very courageous individuals, follow in the footsteps of their compatriot that after failed clash got sucked into a wormhole or wormhole like thing, and who knows where they're gonna end up. Sasa decided to try to save successfully, and Tass will be doing with Sasa scene later when JP will be around. And as for you, when you get sucked in, the transition is not instantaneous. It's also significantly weird. Thankfully not like super insane weird. You do not find yourselves in a wormhole tunnel made out of flesh-crafted tendrils and ice. It's more akin to what G-Man is doing to Gordon Freeman in Half-Life. Like this stasis thing.
I'm thinking Infinite Corridor,
Yeah,
Castlevania.
something like that. And you do get the sensation of transitioning, of moving forward, but you do realize that it's not gonna be instant. You made your decision to follow after Pastor within seconds, but it seems like there is still some weird fuckery going on. But as a good news, with what is happening, you do not have a chance, but you do get an opportunity if you want to take it, to take a short rest.
Sure, I gladly take them.
As you are, well, not even walking, like you don't even have to physically walk with your feet to like move. And yeah, apart from this weirdness of this corridor, nothing attacks you, so you are able to take your short rest.
Yeah, let's take the short rest.
And I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery to get a 2nd level and 3rd level spell slot back.
Alright. And as you've managed to heal some of your wounds, and obviously in some aspects you are still reeling from the battle with the Yellow King, as some of you, I admit I have not been keeping track of it myself. I just hope that you do like note it down somewhere. And that at least some of you are still reeling from a few madness effects. And out of curiosity, unless you want to actually, different question. Sorry, I'm gonna wind back and ask. As you're traveling, do you like do it in complete silence, like still like shaking off whatever was going on and like focusing on the task of getting your companion, or
I mean, I probably would. That'd be my suggestion.
Hmm. I think Dolan would only comment like, "I hope we're not making a mistake," as we're walking in like complete silence. So
I don't think we're making a mistake. We've made a choice.
mm.
Depends on if we get out of here.
You are correct. That does depend on if we get out of here. I'm gonna adjust all my.
I'm gonna make an RP roll real fast.
okay.
See how my boy's doing. Okay. Every once in a while, you see him like look over his shoulder back where they came.
Yeah.
Although space is weird, so it's kind of relative.
Yeah. And when you like look backwards, there's the infinite corridor without the entry point that you surely had to come through. And at the end of your short rest, transition finishes as the coloration starts getting more of a yellow hue, and a familiar fog-like atmosphere begins to appear around you. And then, in the blink of an eye, the infinite corridor is replaced by what you recognize after a moment of consideration as a throne room.
I think we went to where the Yellow King lives, guys.
Well, he's dead now. He doesn't live here.
I didn't live anywhere. This ain't his home. This is not where he lives. We need to find
Yes.
Pastor fast and get out of here.
And as you
Agreed.
look around, hoping that, well, maybe Pastor is somewhere around here. After all, he came through the same thing, right? But apparently he did not. As you look around in this throne room, what at the best you can like describe it like that, the place of power that now is, to your eyes, rapidly losing its insane-ish glamour, and it's quite obvious to your senses that now that the Yellow King is gone, the monolith is destroyed, the influence, the power that the king wielded over this domain of his is fading and fading fast. To your ears, sounds of wood and stone. Sorry, go ahead.
Nothing.
Sounds of wood and stone creaking, crashing, and collapsing on itself as through one of the open like windows, but there is no glass. There's like this like open part in the wall that you can see through. You can see that some of the impassable twisted spires, now that they do not have the energy of their king, of their sovereign. Sovereign.
Sovereign.
They collapse under their own weight. And sure, there
How?
are.
How far up are we?
Obviously, as the king, a suitable place for a king, you are in the highest structure of the city, which, I mean, at a glance, it would be hard to say in feet, but roughly between like.
So each story for a building is around 10 feet ish. Around there. Would we be like 50 stories up? Like, is this a skyscraper, or is it like, I don't know, like maybe 10?
Yeah, more like around 30-ish.
Cool. Dimension door can still reach the ground, guys.
Got it. Jumps off ledge.
Wait.
I'm kidding.
You can.
It's not a real commit.
And you can give me like a fucking not. So I'm mixing up systems like awareness. I mean perception.
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 Can I investigate?
That's also possible. It will give you a different bit of info.
Oh, I'm locked in.
All right. Is there any kind of stankiness that would give me an advantage?
I mean, there is a whole lot of unpleasant smells, but essentially it's a matter of, you are in the forest and trying to look for a specific tree kind of thing.
So...
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wheel?
Winona, you got perception?
Yeah.
My nose is in the air, and then I almost throw up.
I will. I'll fucking guidance myself.
Nice.
This. Just do a little. Wing.
Roll over 15, please.
Yep. So I'll do the fucking perception. Nope. Okay, so that's a 4, but let's see what I get here.
12.
Yeah, high five, Winona.
All right.
Alright.
So my nat 20 investigation, though.
Yes.
I wouldn't take that away from them.
Yes.
Winona, take away their crit.
That's not how it works. Oh yeah, out of curiosity, as a side note, that is no longer active, of course. And I made the Yellow King's sheet observable.
Ooh.
But yeah, so let's start with that natural 20. Essentially with that roll, Dolan is able to tell, starting with the fact that this entire place, the seat of power, the Yellow King, has not been made entirely from scratch by him and his cronies. Because you see, while some of the obvious influences of his, the twisted spires, they collapse, and even as you look around this throne room, as this glamour and some of its corruption begins to peter away, beneath it you start seeing the remnants, ruins of what, judging by the size as you look from this high tower, must have been another one of those centers of civilization before the war. Or who knows, it might have even been this bastion of light during the war, but obviously it had fallen.
Interesting.
And
All right, we should probably get out of here, guys.
before I
Nah, it's fun here.
before I just out of curiosity, when you stepped in for the wormhole, did you have any like mind protection magic active?
I know Winona and I have Thought Shield on because I twin casted it a while ago, and it lasts 8 hours. So unless time distorted again.
No, like it didn't distort that much, so that would still be on.
But Ibram does not. So
Ibram's brain is raw dogging all of this.
Ibram's brain, it's fine. He'll get there. He
It's
doesn't
becoming
really need
pink
it.
ice cream at this point.
He doesn't really need it, so it's fine.
Okay, so to get to that now. Moment, sir. My brain is not exactly working the.
You don't
best
have
of
your
them.
own psychic protection up, I see.
No, I really don't. However, continuing with that natural 20, you are somehow, despite the fact that this is literally your first time in a place like this, you are able to notice some similarities as this corruption is fading away, and you can take like a well-educated guesses like where would be the most usual places of interest in a city. And considering how the Yellow King operated his domain, you imagine something like a prison might have existed as well.
Makes sense.
And probably some other governmental-like, quasi-governmental facilities. And looking out from this high-rise, I mean, not exactly like a tower. This entire building is more bulkier, like a fort type kind of thing. There are some cracks visible in the walls, but it doesn't look like it's in immediate danger of falling apart. So yeah, from this high place you are able to locate, like figure out where would be the facilities of interest, starting with a prison. Considering that Pastor got sucked in after a failed struggle of power against the Yellow King, that's possible. And as for the other roles, so for Belfon Ibram, you suddenly like whip your head around, because you could have sworn for a moment that something like brushed, like a cold hand brushing against your neck, but you look around and there's nothing there. To a player, because this wasn't exactly the best roll, what actually happened was that your mind was glazed over / sensed by something else.
Oh.
But your character just had this sensation of like, oh, it was physical, where it wasn't.
The warden. I don't like that.
And
Nope.
mind you, the range has been nerfed from the source.
10 miles?
Originally, this creature, I adjusted a little bit. Originally, this creature has a sense of 100 miles.
Whoa. Fucking galactic prison warden. Like where the entire planet is the prison. Kind of vibe. Okay. Gang. Looks at gang.
Mhm.
I can cast fly at 5th level and we all get flight. So we can just fly through the rubble area
Okay.
and get out and then go to the prison. How do I feel about
That
this?
works. That works.
I shall do this. You ever seen a flying elephant? Then I will cast fly at 5th level. And I will be right back in like just a second. I need to grab my food.
Right. And as for the result for Winona, with that 12, as you begin flying, you can't really pick up like a track all the details of movement that is happening down below amidst the collapsing building, streets filled with rubble. But it definitely gives you a vibe that, somewhat fittingly, now that the city, this domain, is without its ruler, the lesser beings, the thralls, the minions, the underlings, are in a state of disarray. You imagine, you not even you imagine, like you believe some of them, you notice at least 1 or 2 brawls / riots happening between groups of creatures. Others seemingly just run around like headless chickens. So we imagine that in the immediate state of confusion that now is happening after the Yellow King's demise, you will not have to fear anything from the rabble, the cannon fodder of the Night Lord. Of course, if there are any direct lieutenants, generals, however you call them, still remain, well, that might be a different matter. Yeah, so I should note that as many effects, the state of corruption is reverting and falling apart, the illusionary yellow sun also disappears, and you are all, of course, still traversing through the familiar darkness of Eclipse. Although there are down below enough sources of light that, while they do not make the best illumination, they assist. Those dim sources of light assist you a little bit.
I'll give my drift globe to Winona, and if you need it, you can cast light or daylight from that. I know you don't have dark vision as a human. He's dead. Damn.
Yeah, what was that? The life orb?
I'm
Light.
giving you my drift globe to cast light or daylight if you need it.
Yeah.
Because we're in darkness now.
Right. And actually, sorry, only now I thought about this. Because of that natural 20, while you were at the top there, Dolan would have noticed one more thing, but not in the immediate vicinity, but in a far distance on the horizon. So, you imagine like plenty of miles away from your current location, there is a crimson hue on the horizon.
Oh. Can I make a check on that?
Sure, go ahead.
Is Arcana okay? Or I could do investigation or something else? History?
Yeah, history works. I would say freaking knowledge local, but that's Pathfinder skill.
Yeah, don't got that one. Only a 16.
Okay, use 16, and despite everything, you just think for a moment, and then it just comes to you. Right, this color is associated with another Night Lord, and you were aware, I believe, that was given in character, that the Yellow King and Crimson King were rivals.
Yeah, they don't like each other. So he's like, it's time to take over. Moving into my rival's old house. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. With that
Well, I guess we'll
16,
have to deal with him next.
that is possible. With 16, that is possible, but to also piggyback off that natural 20 before, the Yellow King, despite all of the insanity and eldritch vibes, did carry himself like a king. And what also king likes? To have a hoard. Like a treasure vault. So it is also possible that the Crimson King is making all haste in reaching this place that we're currently in to ransack it for whatever it's worth.
I will communicate that to everyone and say if we are able to find his hoard and have time, we should steal it first so he doesn't get it. He should not be getting anything. Fuck that guy.
Well, we should try, but our main objective is to get past her, remember?
Yeah, this is a
She's our ticket
secondary
out of here.
objective. Yes.
And speaking of hoard, of course I fucking got to. Sorry, my brain is something funky because Winona, and this is only for Winona. I'm not giving a roll to anyone else to even notice that. Because right immediately after you stepped from, Winona, a very small, minuscule, not spark, but glimmer of like light reflecting of like a small item hits your eyes, and when your gaze locks on and you catch in your palm of your hand, you catch a ring.
A ring.
And for a brief moment, you do feel the eldritch powers coursing through it, suspecting the origin, but as soon as it appears, it's gone. As with every creature of the dark that perishes, a bit of light is returned to the world. And it only makes sense that such powerful legendary creatures, well, they leave legendary stuff, alright? And yeah, I gave you a confirmation in Whisper.
Maybe I shouldn't have come.
I'll just pocket this for now and keep it to myself for now.
Yep.
Just put it away.
Alright, sorry, I had this in my notes, but of course went over things, yeah, that happened like immediately after you stepped off. This, when you arrive at the place that, well, very recently acted as a prison, well, two things. One, it's in the same state of chaos, disrepair as the rest of the city. And B, you can only dread and imagine what sort of nightmares anyone unlucky to be put here was subjected to. And sure, there are some lesser beings prowling about, mindless in their purpose. They again pose little to no threat, no threat to you. And with Ibrahim at the forefront, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and with Ibrahim at the forefront and with his right, and his massive bulk. I mean, it's still large even after some of the debuffs wore off. Even some of the rubble or other physical obstacles prove no much to you. However, as you step in, well, it's not super big facility, but it's not also small. And you also use, well, I believe that time is of the essence. And of course, like, it's not immediately apparent
I am back.
if Pastor's around here, although you do have a feeling that maybe he was moved, but well, if you wish to investigate or perhaps use other abilities / skills to perhaps pick on his track, feel free to go ahead.
All right.
I'm gonna use my last use of Fortune of the Many to raise that to 25.
All right. Anyone else wishes to roll anything, or
Would a perception check work?
Could I? Nope, I realized I don't
Can
have
you
that
hear
spell
me?
slot. Fine.
perfect.
Test.
I mean, perception for something would work. For example, specifically for tracking, like tracking, tracks and footprints, etc. That falls more under survival, I believe. But successful awareness could give you some useful information if rolled well enough.
And I'll stick with the investigation. Yeah, that's a 4. I'm big dumb. I just look at Dolan and say, the floor is floor.
True.
I guess I'll roll my own investigation, I suppose.
Okay. Dolan, you do have access to detect magic, right?
Indeed, yes. And if I get the feeling I would need to cast it in order to get more information, I shall gladly spend the spell slot.
Yeah, at some point you definitely get that feeling. I will just give like information in the package. And you know what? Both Dolan and Winona can give me like a supplementary Arcana roll. This is specifically this will be identifying something.
I have the spell identify. I don't know if that matters, but
Not specifically a spell.
Hmm.
Because you do not find the item itself. It's more like to figure out from the ambient leftover, like a vibe. Aura.
Could-
What that would be.
could Winona give me advantage instead? Because I have a plus 10.
I'm not proficient in Arcana. I can't help you.
Shit. Okay. Then let me
Yeah,
see.
sorry. I can't help you, so
But you
I
know
can give you
what?
guidance. I can give you guidance for a D4.
But you know what?
Wait, my favored by the gods comes back on a short rest, so I will roll 2d4, and then I can also roll your guidance.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
About that. I'm thinking on this, like, investigation with a 25 was good enough that I would have allowed advantage for Arcana as well.
Let me roll it. Yippee.
Yep.
Yay!
Alright.
So 30.
Okay, so you quickly bypass the small hurdle by figuring out that, hey, these are not like humans or humanoids, so you shouldn't really expect standard room placement or even all the facilities that you would expect from a prison. Or hell, would creatures like that even bother with fucking paperwork or running things like,
No.
you know, proper? Obviously not. But they would love is tools for torture, but more specifically tools and items to keep their prisoners in. And you would imagine they would not only bother with like powerless rabble, they would have maybe for fun and sport try to keep someone with power in. And sure, you notice with Detect Magic and Arcana that at some places this prison had some defenses in that made it much more difficult to just swoop in and then conduct a breakout. But relatively quickly, in a matter of less than 5 minutes, you zero in on a torn open, and it is torn, and the damage looks pretty recent, as if something really strong just ripped the heavy metallic vault-like door open and took the contents from inside. And most of it doesn't register as magical. Some cuffs, rope, this stuff, because you'll notice some examples still remain. But what is missing, but you are still able to identify it, even though I would say that it would have been very hard to get in, to come across this item in the past, because, well, City of Hope doesn't really use it, but you are able to guess what it is, and those are dimensional shackles.
Ooh, I know what those are. That's cool. Cool shit. Those are magic and planar binding, right?
Exactly.
Those are like mage cuffs, essentially.
Yep. And and you know that, and with that comes realization that in the worst case scenario, if they put that in on Pastor, then essentially even if you like grab him and try to use Word of Recall, at actually can you remind me like actually post what's the specific wording of the Word of Recall? Because dimensional shackles,
teleportation.
because dimensional
Yeah, I can
shackles
give it.
have like a specific caveat, like exception you can like loophole around. So it's like a teleport, not like a
You're
gate
not.
spell.
Yeah, you're not like going through a portal. It's just like you teleport out of any situation to a specific spot you've set.
So hypothetically
Sure,
speaking,
Pastor would probably be like, I don't know, workshop or something. I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
yeah, basically no, don't let you know that if this item is used on Pastor, then you know that Word of Recall would not work as long as those shackles are well clamped on him.
By studying these, can I figure out how I could remove them?
Well,
I mean, do you have a spell slot for Dispel Magic? Because doesn't that
Yes.
disable the effects of magic items?
Well, it suppresses them, so technically we could like break them off because they just turn into normal shackles for a minute, and we'd have a minute to rip them off.
Technically, I could smash them with my adamantine shield, which negates magical effects and also has automatic crit against structures / items that are not sentient.
Oh, then yeah, that would work. Yeah,
Smash them.
Level.
just smash them. I'll post Dispel Magic so you can see it.
Yeah, because I looked at the 5e tools. I just like it would work. I was just trying to look up just to confirm if it makes any difference if this is like oh wait, most magical items are wondrous items. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it counts as a magic item, then spell magic would certainly work.
Nice.
Yeah. Dispel Magic, smash them into pieces.
And
Let's go find this little guy.
And one more good news is that with those rolls, you have ascent. And
But did you say we have ascent?
You have ascent. Go.
I just put my nose in the air.
More like magically, but yeah, sure.
Never mind. Sorry.
Speaking of nat 20ing.
I'll give you like one of Pastor's fucking cogs that he dropped that I had like spare parts on me just in case.
I just bloodhound him. Trunk hits floor. Sniffing noises.
Yep. Yep. You are able to get this smell of familiar metallic smell of pasta.
Metallic oil in alcohol?
I don't believe Pastor is drinking.
No,
I was hoping you would just say
I
yes.
don't think he does.
It's how he keeps himself lubed. Anyways, no. We track down Pastor.
Keep going, and essentially it takes you. It will take you in totality around 10 minutes. And as you are going through, and actually, I believe still flying. Flight is like.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Ah.
I can recast it if we need to.
Yeah, probably like halfway to your destination.
Alright. I recast.
It would hit time. Okay. And then yeah, when you like reach destination, then you would be like halfway through, because like another like 5 minutes pass after you cast the spell, and then you reach your destination as you fly. So you're able to notice it a little bit earlier, but not adjusting the map. The more slightly denser infrastructure gives way to what you can describe as are the ruins of an open-air theater. In it, let me up. You may position yourselves at the edge of the map. Edge of the map is where you start. Edge of the map.
Edge of the map. I can't have that 5 foot.
No. No, you don't.
No!
So where is our boy? Is the ultimate question.
Yeah, to piggyback of that 27, as you approach with light, you notice 3 big creatures. 2 of them you recognize, even due to the flesh-like additions, amalgamation added on them, recognize as golems. While the one on the stage is definitely different. It looks like an aberration, of course. As it
Aren't you glad I
happens,
came down?
as it happens, you believe, not you believe, but you see, yeah, those 2 act kind of like bodyguards, more or less, while the one on the stage, it's hands float in the air, as it seems to be. Well, Dolan has enough arcana to, without a roll, realize that's this one in the middle, this in the middle of a ritual casting something.
Oh.
With a roll, you would be able to tell what it is.
I would like that roll. Fucking never mind. I don't know.
I give you the help action.
I'm too silly. You can't. You don't know Arcana.
Yeah, you need to be proficient in order to help someone.
I have to be proficient in Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be proficient in the skill you're helping with.
What help would you
Why,
give
it's
me
like,
as a
yeah,
fighter?
if you don't know anything about magic, helping someone with magic.
I can cast Beast Sense?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
Then
Exactly.
you cannot help.
Am I still vulnerable to Psychic?
No. I believe that vulnerability was due to failed clash roll. Was it?
Yes.
Then yeah,
To give a radiant.
Then yeah, that is gone.
Yay!
Yeah. Obviously, those creatures are not surprised. Due to the sense it has. But yeah, just behind it, from your perspective, you do see the unconscious form of Pastor. The shackles binding its wrists together. But you also see that it used just rope to bind Pastor's legs as well. And as you basically approach, and it's clear that very peaceful, because what you hear, only what Ibram hears, because the rest of you have actually wait, does even with thought sense of like protection spells like that, could you still decide to hear like telepathy if someone?
Yes, we essentially just are able to choose whether or not we hear it. So I'd listen. Be like, what are you gonna say?
Okay, so the only thing it says is that oh, you're not gonna take this away from me. I need a bargaining chip for a new benefactor.
We're not gonna take this.
You can roll initiative.
We're not gonna take this. That's all Ibram starts. Ibram just starts saying that.
I was gonna say their CRs are below your character level.
Oh, can I just like really like smack one like just really hard bleeding?
I'm gonna banish them.
No, I want to smack.
Goodbye.
Also, could we have like a token or something for exactly where Pastor is on the map?
Oh wait, oh right, because it was invisible. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. Yeah, it's there, and I forgot. Like, oh yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah. I just need to get there. Or rather, we just need to get there. Initiative.
Can I beat the hell out of them, Dolan? They look really weak.
I can't stop you.
Remember what our primary goal is.
Yep.
We're not here to fight, we're here to leave.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can't get to them unless they're distracted.
We're here to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Right, everyone rolled initiative, so let's begin.
Current battle music. Am I still under the effect of fly?
Yes, the flight has been given.
Oh my god, I'm gonna come crashing down on them like a freaking rocket. That's perfect. First thing is to get rid of him, because he feels problematic. So we're gonna smack him with everything I can smack him with. So
Forget to rage again if you have it.
bonus action rage. Pick that off and there's my rage modifier turned on, and now excuse me. Button ain't working. Give me a second. Here we go. And whack.
I'm kind of sad you are using the D&D Beyond. It's more problematic to apply stuff.
Oh, okay.
How could you do this to us?
I did it because I needed to see one time what the rage modifiers actually properly look like. I haven't actually known for a while. Now I know. So now I can adjust on my end.
Yeah, 31 definitely hits. Dealing 18 total. Your weapon is magical, so that bypasses resistance. 13. Alright, keep going. Yeah, realize this Mind Flayer fella is not really hard to hit.
Third attack. Oop. There's bonus action movement. That's my turn. I guess. No, I'll insight first.
You do what?
I'm inciting the thing.
For identification, that's either for. And if I want to do identification for aberration, I'm gonna say that's either Arcana or. Oh wait, I think no, never mind. I believe I did say Insight or works as well.
Yes, you have. You've given me this before.
Yeah.
I don't think I would get it off that though.
Yeah, with a 17, I mean, depending what you want to ask.
What creature type is it? I'm assuming it's because it's an aboleth. It's an aberration or a fiend or something.
This is not a boleth. This is Mind Flayer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mind Flayer. Different.
Just notice that it's like hovering just above the ground.
I'm also hovering just above the ground.
But yeah, but that was the information you wanted to know?
Yeah, I'm sure. All my other compatriots have 2 more turns before me, so if they have better questions, they can ask it.
At the end of your turn, legendary action. You hit like a motherfucker. You know what? Let's continue the pain train of Ibram's brain trying to ooze through his ears. Legendary action on Ibram.
What's he gonna do?
And I have not changed the description. It's by default. You just get hit with it, no save.
Fair enough. That's fine.
And yeah, we don't know.
Okay. What? So what's the flying speed again? It's like, what, like 50 or something like that?
60.
60. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
60, 60, 60. Sweet 60. This could work. Yeah, this could work, actually. This could work. Okay. 60. Just me. Sure. That close. It's like 30 feet away from this guy. Yep, that works. I'll just like fly over. Yeah. And then I'll cast, just to make things interesting, put a saving, cast Sanctuary on Ibram.
Nice.
So any creature who attempts to attack him must succeed a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
And on a failed save, they must choose a new creature for the attack. So, yeah.
Okay.
That should protect him for a little bit.
Alright. Anything else?
Well, it'll protect him literally for the round. What's the guess I'll do my question. What's the, like, I want to know damages, types, immunities, resistances of, like, the ooze guy here with the eye.
Okay, so roll Arcana or Insight. Or I think I also gave History for Aberrations.
I'll do Insight, it's what I'm best at.
Yeah, Arcana History, but in their case, Insight I guess works as well.
Oh, man, I could roll above a 10 this, like, arc. That'd be, like, spectacular.
I mean, you know what, with 18...
I mean, it's still good, but, like,
Yeah.
I haven't rolled above a 10 in, like, so many sessions.
I mean, I posted in chat that yesterday I had like a wild, which is like the rolls were insane.
I know, it's so bad.
We were wondering if the fucking macro and roll engine broke on Foundry because we got like 2 or 3 rolls that had like 1% probability of happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? So you wanted the damage, immunities, resistance, yeah, what?
Yeah. Immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, the works. Tell me damage types.
Okay, no damage, vulnerability, resisting, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing that is not magical. So,
Magic resistance.
pretty standard. And oh yeah, that's weird too. And obviously, also the usual package: damage, immunities, necrotic, poison, psychic.
Alright, alright. Cool.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, I believe that's the end of your turn.
I wanted to do an action. What do I have left? I keep like cycling through all my fucking resources that I have.
You moved, casted a spell, did
Yeah,
pre-identification.
I've got a regular action left.
Oh yeah, Sanctuary is a bonus action, right?
Yeah, Sanctuary is a bonus, but I can't cast another leveled spell.
Yep. Do you have a cantrip? I think you can cast.
I do, yeah.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah, pretty much just Sacred Flame is really all I got. So
Or you can also, as a reminder, you can also use standard action to do like one more identification attempt.
Yeah.
That's also an option, but cantrip sounds fine as well.
Option. Yeah, cantrip is kind of what I'm looking at here. 60 feet. Let's remember to actually select a target. Let's burn the big guy.
Good.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that was not that was not dex save. I remember that I just described that he was in the middle of ritual casting something. So when Ibrahim came by and smacked him, he didn't manage to hold on to that. Okay, and for the secret flame, let's make the roll against the warden. He has magic resistance. I fucking forgot to check the description.
A 1 and a 2.
1 and a 2.
Fuck that.
Get sacred flamed, fool.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of figured that was imminent.
I'm like, fuck no, I'm not accepting 1 and a 2.
Yeah, 1 and a 2. That's not happening. God, it's been so long since I've attacked. Callie, did we set up the Blessed Strikes feature to be automatic or not?
Yes.
Okay. So this should be 4d8.
Yes. Well, it should be 3d8, and then it would add the 1d8 after. Unless it just decides not to, so never mind. Fucking never mind.
Slash roll 1d8.
Just remind me, because I might be mixing
no
it
damage
up.
on
Yeah, because
save.
I was gonna say, like, isn't it like no damage if cantrip is
It's
safe?
no damage on save.
Oh, it is for
Cantrip.
damage on save.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
It's good to get this out of the way. I haven't attacked in like 8 fucking combats.
True.
So...
True.
That's
A little
fair.
rusty with it.
And I fucking, oh
Yeah.
my god.
What?
Apologize, because apart from the ring, I need to show you. Sorry, like today apparently some of the higher functions are taking a break.
You're fine.
That happens to the best of us.
So,
Happens to Callie every day.
so you
Wait for Callie to want to kill.
should be able to see the session 30. Look.
What is essence of impossibility?
It's it's described literally below that with the asterisk.
Read.
It's Schrodinger's consumable. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You should not have given me this.
Yeah, I thought of it and I'm like, the fucking like non-Euclidean like dimensional bullshit was theme of Yellow King, so it makes sense to get the unspecified purified essence from him, and then that turns into something through your like wish.
Wait, are you saying I get wish?
No.
Cap, I'm gonna cast a meteor swarm on your ass.
As you should.
Nothing. Again, apologies for stuff.
You're fine.
But yeah, now I believe that's it for Winana's turn, and at the end of Winana's turn, there will be legendary action from the Warden. That will do this against Ibrahim. Or well, he will try to do this against Ibrahim. First, he will try to save against the sanctuary. I believe that was wisdom, right?
20, yep.
And I always fucking forget. Is it with fucking shift or alt? For advantage?
I think it's alt. Weird.
Yeah, it is. It is alt. You know what? Fuck it.
But did you just succeed against me?
Against the sanctuary, yes, I used legendary resistance. He starts with a surprising amount of them. Anyways, yeah, he will try to do, now that he broke through the sanctuary, he will try to smack you with a dissonant claw. He has reach.
How'd you hit?
Well, you personally are not concentrating on the spell, I believe.
Yep. Okay. Is that all psychic damage
Yes, that is all psychic damage. Okay, that was legendary and Dolan.
Hi.
then?
I'd like to do a check on how many more legendary resistances he has.
Alright,
So,
absolutely.
24.
He started with 5, he has 3 remaining.
Pain. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna twin cast Banishment. One on him and one on the guy to the right. Just gonna try and make him use all that shit.
Right.
We're no longer flying, everyone. So.
Luckily, none of us were above the ground high enough to take fall damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cry at the fact that I no longer have my cool intimidating
You're
hover.
fine.
Okay, so starting from the one on the this one, right?
Yeah.
The warden and the golem on the right. Okie dokie. Of course, golem also has magic resistance, so let's see. With advantage. They roll
Solid.
shit.
Goodbye.
He
Forever.
desperately resisting the urge to be like, that's how it feels! To fail every fucking saving throw.
And the one middle. Warden with advantage. And
Nice.
using legendary resistance, like that.
Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna quicken spell do that again. But on the other golem and him.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I can't. I have to hold this. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna flip them off as a bonus action. And then I
SSI is
walk.
not present, so the tradition has to be upheld.
Yeah. In her honor, I have to.
Yep.
And bonus action, I will convert a second level spell slot into points for me to use. And that will be my turn.
Okay, until this spell ends. Okay. Yeah, no freaking should not save, so. Yeah, this one that was banished remains fucking banished. Okay, the warden. Back. Well, that's a clear course of action. As Oh great, you interrupted my work. For his action, everyone please give me int save. You can just click on the chat.
Oh. So I literally have to nat 20 to pass this.
Mm-hmm.
And just to confirm the description, this is not save for half. If you save, you take nothing.
So I failed that.
Yep.
And it's not worth an indomitable, so...
Rolling damage. And you also become stunned. Oh, you are visible.
What? I just got eaten.
No, I misclicked. Stunned. Okay, that was his action. We interrupted him, but now that you are stunned for his move,
I'm
okay, I'm gonna make a roll for him. If I get high enough, okay, natural 20. So the question is, and he will be able to get that information. Which one of you, between the two of you, Dolan and Winona, has dispel magic?
I do.
Winona, you do not have dispel magic.
No.
Right. So for his move action, he will.
Well, I do, but I don't have it prepared right now.
Okay, so using his fly speed. 30, he starts moving in Dolan's direction.
Stop that.
And you see the golem, even though it could just get like a nice with advantage potentially critical strike on Ibrahim, its gaze follows the outstretched hand of the warden, and let's see, can it get you? No, they don't reach. So it starts going like that, and along the way it rips off one of the marble pieces of this ruined amphitheater.
No, I'm stunned.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you are stunned.